And
what type of chanters did they play initially, John? I'm thinking back to shots, the sound that you had at shots, okay? Big sound, McAllister, Reeds, all the rest of it. That would be quite different, would it not, be from the sound that Bill Livingston would have with the 78th Fraser Highlanders?
well, Bill didn't do an awful lot with that stuff. He was the music. He liked the music
Right,
part.
okay. So did you set up the sort of tone?
Yeah, we said we've got to play the reeds. The best reeds are McAllister reeds.
Okay.
We know how to work them. We just keep squeezing them.
Yeah.
And which is what we did. And we were using the McAllister reeds, and we were getting the sound. And pipers couldn't hide. One of the things that bands tend to do, the pipers disappear, tune the drones hidden away, and then they come into the band, and then somebody comes around with a meter and tunes all the drones. But you don't know how those pipes sound away from the band. Are they any good? Are they quiet or what have you? So everybody had to play.
Yes.
On their own, and that's what Rob Matheson did. Everybody had ended up playing their instrument on their own, so you could hear how it sounded,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we did. That's what we did with the Frasers, to make sure they all had a good going bagpipe.
But were you trying to more or less emulate the sound that you already had experienced at shots then?
Yeah.
Was there much of a difference then at all between what you were doing with 78th and what you had done with shots in terms of?
Well, but when you join shots, you played a hard reed.
Yeah.
When you join the Frasers, you played a hard reed, but somehow they managed to get a bit easier.
Yeah.
The guys, I don't need to sweat like that so much. And, with shots, if Tom didn't like the reed, you just take it out and put another one in.
Yeah.
Whereas those, they'd squeeze them and you have to adjust them and what have you. But we ended up with a reasonable sound.
Yes, you did.
And
was it a softer sound?
It wasn't as loud,
No.
for sure.
Uh-huh.
But we tried to get it as brassy as we could.
Yeah. It was certainly a very correct and beautiful sound that you got. Especially when you heard them at concerts and various other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear the bands now, they're not even close.
No.
But back then, they were pretty good.
Yes, absolutely.
And the players were dedicated. They worked hard. They really worked. Tommy Bowen was in, as I say, Mike Baker, Jerry Quigg.
Yeah.
He was in the original. He was the one that came up with the Lag and Love setting, that Lag and Love bit. And I remember I ended up working in China for a little while, and that when I came back, they were playing Journey to Sky. And I thought, what on earth is that? Oh, geez, Journey to Sky, what is it? And then, because then get in the band, and once you started, you grasped it. Oh, with the harmonies, they went from just seconds to proper harmony, fifths and what have you, and it just changed the sound of the bands to what you have today.
Yes, absolutely.
Just marvelous.
But that was they were a great concert band, the 70th, weren't they, at that time?
Yeah, we learned a lot of tunes.
You did Ballymena, for instance.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
Oh, it was excellent, except when I did my solo. I did a solo, and of course I was playing away, and I think I must have stepped back and touched the curtain because my bass drone stopped. So I didn't make it on. I didn't make it on the album.
I did that in the last line of a Pipers'Persuasion in Glasgow.
Yeah.
And Angus McClellan says, "Why did you stop?" I said, "Well, you can't keep playing without a bass drum, you know."
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Well, it just woof takes the body out your instrument. Just finish the end of the tune, waved, and off I went. You know.
I remember watching you, John, when you did a concert in Glasgow in the concert hall, and you did a solo there as well.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And I can even tell you the tune you played from memory.
Oh my God.
The Island Lullaby, Donald MacLeod's Island Lullaby.
Okay.
Right? Went very well
Right.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of these August concerts. No, pre-Wild concerts.
Oh my gosh. We did a lot of concerts.
Did you enjoy the competitive scene more than the concerts, or was it vice versa? How did you feel about
travel?
I enjoyed the I enjoyed the competition.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Though I buried my head in the sand. We would compete, but I wouldn't listen to any other band.
Well, nobody else does either.
And part of the theory was that if I felt that we'd won, or we'd played better than this band here, and they scored higher than we did, then I didn't have to worry about thinking how badly they played or how well they played. I just said they must have played better than us.
Just do.
But if I heard somebody and I thought they played badly and beat us, I would be really upset.
So many years were you with 78 then?
Probably 1980 to 1990. I thought I left in 1979 spring, but Michael Gray sent me a little video of a thing in the band in a competition. I think it was 1989 is when I thought, and I actually left the band in 1990. That's it. Because my second son was born in 89. My first son was born in 87, same year as the world's. And in 1990, we were just tired out with the kids and trying to play in the band and all that. So something had to give. Yeah. So that was it. 1990 spring when I.
You retired from the band at that point because you just family, work, pipe bands, everything just getting.
Yeah, just too heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. And
for sure.
Did you ever play with a band after that?
I did. We moved to Nova Scotia in 1992, was where we are now. And I ended up being pipe major of Halifax Police.
Yeah. And
we were starting to, again, they were a good bunch of guys, but they didn't have the right sort of discipline.
Yeah.
They did things they thought was right. And I said, no, we have to change that. It was a 2-hour practice and to go to practice and 2 hours to come home, and it got a little bit much again.
Aye.
I managed 3 years, and the band we brought the band right up, and they were up at a reasonable level.
Yeah.
And I got Roddy to take over the band, and I had to step back. And